There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes down, down. I'm gonna put it down. Yesterday, we'll just talk a little louder if we can. Yesterday was just well, the first couple were a bit scratchy to me. We're down here in South Troy with our Gatorade, and just looking for a few things, but I'm also conscientious of the time here, and this is the time to do it. And well, let's get the facts straight from yesterday. If you were listening to the show, it was rather bizarre, but you know, maybe I was sick, you know, or maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was, you know. Maybe I think I got some newspapers here. No, I don't. I was just because I'm going through so many newspapers with this cat, and I know this is kind of dumb, but let me get into a groove here. Got a little Gatorade here. Look at all the garbage, stuff like that, and I just thought I'd get lucky because I realized they didn't take the recycling bins. But today's gotta be Sunday. It was Sunday morning, and towards the end of that one video, I said something about how Obama said that he didn't have any scandals. I want to not reiterate, but I want to retract or just correct it, because I kind of read it wrong, or I kind of listened to it wrong on the way out. Are we on? I mean, if you read it right, because it was just something. It was like it was audio from some kind of, I don't know, event, and he said we didn't have any scandals that were embarrassing. So you see how it's like, you know, it's written, you know, it's wrote like that, or written like that, or spoken like that. You know, it's like brilliant. You know, it's brilliancy at its best. Because when I first heard it, it just sounded like we didn't have any scandals, you know. But then, you know, that were embarrassing. But anyways, it's kind of like that. I mean, we had this whole movement here for so long. We're looking at some comedians and stuff like that. And it's been a field day for women. I mean, women have really made a lot of progress, you know, in television and acting, and you know, I mentioned television and radio and all that, especially, you know, comedy. You know, they have a really good way of, they can get away with a lot of stuff, you know. Not saying that we can't, but it just seems harder. I mean, all the, you know, comedians that came out in the 90s, you know, they went on to do like such great, you know, work with money. You know, forget the work. I mean, look at the money they're rolling in. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, what were the male comedians? Okay, we had the Seinfeld, we had the Larry David. I mean, Larry David did this one skit I can't even mention, but, you know, and then like with Roseanne Barr, you know, she came out. And, you know, Ellen, you know, with the grandma, stuff like that. It's like, Grandma's been walking since she's 60, you know, now she's 97, and we can't seem to find her. But, you know, but there's a lot of, you know, I mean, we got Amy Schumer, you know, Paula Poundstone, Rosie O'Donnell, I don't know, the Sarah, what's her name there? Sarah Silverstone. And, just, you know, yesterday was just one of those days. What's going on here? Oh, I got to put the seatbelt on. We were looking for a little bit more newspapers, but I hope hope you can hear us here on the opener. We're getting a little bit intimate and everything. I mean, we're really people kind. Can we say people kind? Let's all be people kind. Because I know there's something strange going on. Because it was like last week, right? Today's Sunday. It was like, or in the middle of the week, we had the discussions. My point of view on a lot of things is, you might not agree with me. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been decades on each issue. I mean, at least we're getting talks, you know. I mean, he doesn't seem like a bad guy at this point. I mean, we could do a lot worse. I mean, what's the sense? You know, what's the sense of just? I mean, it's Sunday here. I will mention some things. I mean, love our enemies. You know, I mean, love. I mean, don't have rafts or don't be like, condescending or like always think that your brother and your sister are out to get you. Like, they're the enemies. You know, it's worse. You know, it's. I don't know, but you know, it's not a lot of people because in this day and age, you know, it's like okay, you know, and this whole thing with judging and all this kind of stuff. You have your comedy, you know, your comedians. You know, you had your Richard Pryor, you had your Jonathan Winters. You know, I mean, they just come out, they just throw all this stuff out there, like, you know, they use this vehicle, like, you know, I mean, there's a lot of them are just serious. I mean, I wish I could be serious. I can't be really serious, you know, on here because it's a different time, you know. I mean, I'm Italian. I'm kind of stupid. I mean, I could say that, like, you know, I'm kind of stupid because, you know, I did all this. I don't like none of a lot of my work at this point. I mean, it was okay, you know. I'm not having a crisis or anything. I'm just saying, why did I have to do it? Like, you know, why did I have to do it? I mean, I know why I did it, you know. I did it because, you know, I just had these simple rules. You know, love each other. Like, don't hate one another. You know, that's why I had, like, such a diverse group of people on here at all times. And I always talked. And then, like, you know, a year and a half ago, I just stopped. Like, you know, I mean, I still do, but I don't do it as intensely because, you know, you just wear yourself out. Like, you know, you don't even know if they're listening to you. Like, you know. And as I stated yesterday, if you don't know, then, you know, you don't know. Or if you like what you're doing, then do what you're doing. Like, you know. I mean, all this stuff is common sense. You know, it's common sense. I mean, look at it. I'll bring the camera up a little bit. All right, we're a little bit. Yeah, I did throw up at some point during the day. It was just all head congesting and all that. Felt great afterwards. I switched over to some Gatorade and stuff like that, and I feel good. You know, I was talking to my aunt, you know, in the afternoon, and just telling her. I said, I seen Paul and Joe's father, like, you know, Joe just got back from Florida. It looks great, you know. I'm like asking, how's the kids? You know, I mean, it just made me think. A lot of things were just making me think, like, you know, I mean, why are we doing this? Like, you know, how long is it going to persist on? I mean, say we get rid of them. Okay, then what? Then what? You know? The first time we were having negotiations, now all of a sudden oh my God, you know, beer cans are going to go up. You know, what else? Anything with steel, we're just, oh God. Anyway, so I just had an idea there because the cat is going through a lot of newspapers. Just a little older now, like, you know, she's up there, and likes, you know, the winter. She likes it. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not inside, you know, her head and stuff like that. But I thought of her, like, you know. I mean, I think of a lot of things. I think of a lot of people. You know, are they thinking of me? Like, you know, as anyone? You know, when I talk to my Aunt Lisa, I mention all these people. Like, you know, do they ever? Other than, okay, you know, it was probably like, you know, okay, one night my relative have, a couple of my relatives watch my stuff, some crazy stuff, about everything. They don't care, like, I'm to the lions here. Like, no one wants to, nobody wants to even say, like, oh yeah, we agree with you a little bit here, Mr. Montello, maybe you're not. Oh, go ahead, fire engine. Oh no. Yes, go. Sorry, I didn't think he was going to take my, because I hit the high beams. I didn't think he was going to take me seriously. I mean, there was no lights on. But I flicked him really quick, and he was going for it, but then he stopped. So, you don't want to mess around with fire engines, man. I used to deliver to this place, too, so many years ago. Back in the day. Things, when you could just, like, talk, like, and, not be worried about, like, your opinion about, like, about events, about things, like, yes, the whole 6 years, yes. What do I get out of this? What do I get? What do I get out of it? Franklin Terrace, Ballroom. Let's go in and see the band here. Espo told me to be here tonight. He said, Danger is playing here. Alright, boys. We got a gig here. Ish. How about we do comedy, man? Here we are, man. And the Twinkle's voice, I mean, I gotta think, like, all these women comedians made so much money in the last 20 years. Got so many breaks. I mean, they changed the culture. And they wanted to change it some more. That's fine. So I think if I gotta do anything, or, down the road, I don't know, I think it's all about, like, use the feminist stuff. I mean, I did like Dice, but you can't do Dice jokes anymore. Bada bing, bada boom.